Starting with 26-year-old Casey Williams, who, on April 8, 2021, had been waiting at an intersection with his car, flashing his red and blue lights to civilians. Not long after, Whitefall officers arrived on the scene to see what was going on.
So, you're an actual Cleveland police officer?
No, I'm not with Cleveland PD. I work for Cleveland Watchmen. We're a security company that hires only off-duty police officers to do traffic control for...
Are you an off-duty police officer?
Yeah.
So, who are you with?
Pickway Sheriff's Office.
Pickway.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're out of
They do...
Ohio, and you're here working in Franklin County in Whitehall as an off-duty police officer.
No, I'm working as a security guard. So we do...
No, your uniform marked as a police officer. You're working as a police officer right now with a car that has red and blue lights on it.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
I've got some paperwork I can give to you from...
Absolutely, and I'll need to get your information. I've been asked to come up here by my deputy chief and get that.
Okay.
Casey told the cop he was an off-duty officer working a special duty detail for Watchmen based in Cleveland. But because his story quickly showed gaps, saying he's a bodyguard but has a police uniform, the officer knew something was off.
Are you full-time over in Pickway?
I live in Pickway, so... let's see.
74 to 105.
So I left the sheriff's office there. I'm going to, I was full-time there. I left full-time as a jail dep there.
So you're not even a police officer?
Currently, I'm starting a new commission with a village up in Richland County, so, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but what I'm saying is you're not even a police officer. You're currently not a full-time or a part-time police officer anywhere?
Reserve.
Okay, where are you a reserve officer at?
So, give me a second. I'll give you the name of the village because it got hooked up through the company here that I'm working with. So.
Okay, do you have an ID from that village?
Not with me, no.
Not with you?
No.
So you don't have an ID, you don't have a badge. What's the badge you were displaying earlier?
Sorry?
What's the badge you were displaying earlier?
What do you mean?
Do you have a badge?
Yes.
What was that badge you were displaying earlier?
That's my old Pickway one.
So you have a Pickway County badge, but you don't work for them?
It's a previous one from there, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You have that with you currently?
Yeah, it's a flex badge.
Can I see that, please?
Yeah.
At this point, it is clear that Casey is lying, and the officer confirms it with every question he asks, but he can't yet come to any conclusions. Some minutes later, other police officers arrived at the scene, and they were briefed about the situation. It is here we are notified that the badge Casey was wearing is actually made out of plastic.
Here, tell me what's wrong with it.
It's plastic.
Yeah, that's what he was displaying. And he's armed and everything.
That would take his firearm.
Not yet. See, this is who he works for, which is, he's in the military.
Yeah, that's screen printed.
He's in the military. The guy who owns his company is his commanding officer, some sergeant, first sergeant, sounds like. All right, and they got hired through this company here, Area Wide Protection. He says he used to work.
It was AWP was on one of those trucks.
Yeah, well, no, that's them. They're separate. So he says he now works for the village of Glenmont, Ohio. He used to work for Pickway County. I said, so you're currently not certified anywhere? And he goes, well, I'm a reserve officer. I said, give me an ID or a badge. He said, well, I don't have one because they're trying to get that to do it. So he's over there with his boss, who is a military officer. All these people are related to the military. Casey Williams.
Oh, yeah.
He's over there. You know
Casey?
him?
Yeah, he was fired from Pickway.
Oh,
Okay.
well, he's displaying their badge out here.
That's a made badge. That's not our badge.
Right, yeah.
We don't provide those and we don't approve those.
Well,
Yeah.
Another police officer shows up and confirms that Casey worked in Pickaway, but was fired. Little by little, things were starting to escalate for Casey. The police then confronted Casey with their findings, but when asked again if he was a commissioned police officer, he continued to avoid the question.
Okay, so I can't get a hold of the chief from Richland Township, which is Glenmont.
it's Richland Township.
Yeah.
So it's a township police department, or
it's
is
the
it
village. Village in Richland Township. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a village in Richland.
But you have no ID from them
Not
All right.
really, no.
And have you ever been sworn in by them?
I've talked to the chief.
No.
That's
I'm
all
asking
we
you a
asked.
direct question. Have you been sworn in
Now,
by
this is very
them?
important you answer this correctly, because being a former police officer or someday a current police officer, you know if you lie in this situation, you go directly to jail.
No, I'm not-
So I'm going to
I'm
put
not-
that right
listen,
out.
I'm not
So
trying-
if
I'm
you
not-
are telling me you are a police officer right now, is that what you're telling me?
No.
So you are not a commissioned police officer.
I spoke with the chief.
That's not what I'm asking you.
Okay.
I'm asking you one question. Are you a commissioned police officer through the state of Ohio?
I have an OPUNA certificate.
That's not what
That's
I'm
not
asking.
what we're asking you.
I'm explaining to you. I have
No, you're not. You're not answering the question. You're avoiding the question. It's very simple. Are you a sworn police officer anywhere in the state of
means
Ohio with
commission.
any department?
Not currently.
Okay, that's the
Not that,
question.
well, I'm.
Not
I'm
currently.
unsure. I'm unsure. I'm unsure.
You can't be unsure.
You can't be unsure.
You would have to raise your hand, swear,
Okay.
sign a form, and you would get
I've talked to the
paperwork on that.
The police officers then put all the evidence against him together and concluded that he was actually an impersonator of a law enforcement officer.
I found a good paying job, and I was told by the guys, like, hey, we'll take care of a commission, we'll get it taken care of, it's no big deal. I come out here, I was told, hey, you can start, make some money. That's all I was trying to do. Please do not, I'm asking you for courtesy, man to man, please do not ruin my career. Please, please, please.
I think you did that kind of on your own, Casey.
Please.
All right.
Casey finally realizes the extent of the situation and begs that they don't ruin his career, but there was no way the officers were going to let him off the hook.
The Pickaway County, you knew you didn't work for Pickaway County. You displayed that badge. All right. You're out here acting in a law enforcement capacity, displaying a badge that you have no right to have, or a facsimile of a badge. That's not even a real badge. You were aware of that.
Yeah,
okay.
It's not real.
Okay. So, all right, you're going to be charged.
Oh, seriously?
I'm serious, okay? Now, we're going to be nice about this, okay? And we're going to take you over, and you can take your gun belt off, and you can set it on the hood of that car, okay? And we're going to take you in. We don't have to handcuff you. This officer is going to pat you down, all right? And we'll let you out, all right, on a summons, all right?
After going slightly easy on Casey and confiscating everything he had on him, the police proceeded to search his car. They found more things that completely changed the gravity of the matter and their take on the case.
It says got a rifle.
All right. And it's loaded, right? Okay, we're not going to, yeah.
The police officers found a rifle along with a deputy sheriff jacket in the trunk of Casey's cruiser. The officers wasted no time in putting Casey in handcuffs and under arrest.
Listen, man, there's just way too much. You've got a coat in there that doesn't belong to you. That's got deputy sheriff stuff on there. You got a loaded rifle. You're a traffic guy, man. That's all your detail's going to be. What active shooter situation you going into that you need to carry a loaded rifle and rifle plates?
They're not.
Listen, this is all because we're trying to look cool, whatever. I get it.
No, it's not.
Well, you're completely in the wrong. That's all I can tell you. You got to put your foot in there.
Casey faced felony charges and was accused of impersonating a police officer and improperly handling a firearm